friends, popping on here to do a quick reminder of some shapes that we have learned this year. I'm going to show you some flashcards. We'll draw some. So if you want to draw some shapes along with me, go ahead and grab some paper, markers, crayons, whatever you want to do. You can also practice writing some of these words by pausing the video whenever you see the word and practice writing those same letters underneath the shape when you draw it. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, this first shape is a circle. So I'll give you a moment to try to figure it out before I say it for you. This is starts with this sound. Hexagon. Okay, so a hexagon has lots of sides and corners. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 sides and 6 corners. Does a circle have any sides or corners? No, a circle is nice and round. Yeah, it doesn't have any sharp edges or any flat side or any corners. Okay. Okay, this is called a 3D shape, and it's kind of like a square that pops out. Do you remember the name of it? Cube. Okay. This next one is a diamond. How about this one? Sorry for that. My kids kind of messed up these flashcards. We looked at these at this type of shape in our block center earlier this school year. So remember, it was really smooth and round. It was kind of tall. It had circular faces at the bottoms. It starts with this sound. Cylinder. It's a cylinder. So if you go in your kitchen, you might find a can of beans or a can of corn or a can of peas, and it's in the shape of a cylinder. See if you can go on a shape hunt and find that. This is a good one. We all love this shape. It's a heart. My daughter is still learning how to draw a heart. Have you learned how to draw a heart? Give it a try. Okay, how about that one? Starts with rectangle. So rectangle has 4 sides. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 2 really long sides and 2 short sides. Rectangle. Square also has 4 sides, but they are all the same. So a square is a type of rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square because a square has all the same size edges, okay? So the sides are all the same length, okay? They're all equal. Triangle. Yeah, it's a triangle. How about this one? It's kind of like a triangle, right? Do you spot the difference between the triangle and this shape? If I hold it like this, what does it start to look like? I'll give you a hint. It's something we eat in the summertime. It's sweet and cold and so delicious. It is a ice cream cone. Yeah. So this shape is called a cone. It's kind of like a triangle, but the bottom is round. And this shape is called an oval. Yeah, it's kind of like you take a circle and you smush it down and then it becomes really long. It's called an oval. Here's another square. Okay, and the last shape we'll practice for today is called a pentagon. Pentagon. It has 5 sides. Let's count together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 sides. This reminds me of like when you draw a house, right? So you can practice drawing a house by drawing a pentagon, okay? Now I have a board here that says trace your shapes, and maybe some of you recognize this. It's from our classroom, okay? So if you want to practice drawing some of these shapes with me, go right ahead, okay? So the first shape we're going to practice drawing is a square. Remember, all sides are equal and they're straight and there's 4 of them, okay? So let's draw the first side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. That's called a square. It is called a square. Let's do the next shape. Ready? I see it doesn't have any corners or sides. Do you remember the name of it? It's round. It's called a circle. Let's go ahead and draw it. So round, kind of like our earth, or a ball that you play with, like a soccer ball. Okay. Okay, let's draw a third shape, which is called a triangle. So you're going to start off with a point and draw a slanted line. Go back to that top point and draw another slanted line outwards, and then connect the 2 lines at the bottom. And it has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if you can find sticks outside to build a triangle or a square. Really, any one of these shapes. That would be a really fun thing to do. Let's practice doing a rectangle. Has 4 sides too. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called a rectangle. So look at the difference between a square and a rectangle. Remember, a rectangle has 2 long sides and 2 short sides, but a square has all equal sides. They are all the same length. Let's practice drawing this shape. We didn't practice it on our flashcards, but it's a really good shape to know. It's called trapezoid, and it also has 4 sides, but they're a little bit different, okay? So the top is a short flat side. Then you're going to go to one corner of it, draw a line outwards like a slant, go to the other corner, draw another slanted line out, and then connect the 2 at the bottom. It is called a trapezoid. The next shape we're going to practice is called a hexagon. Do you remember the hexagon on our flashcards? Okay, it has 6 sides. Let's practice drawing them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is called a hexagon. In my neighborhood, I see some windows that are in the shape of a hexagon. I also saw some windows that were in the shape of a square, doors that were like a rectangle this way, okay? So you can go on a shape hunt outside. You can go on a shape hunt in your house. Try to recognize some of these shapes you see all around you and try to remember their names. It's really fun to draw these shapes too. Another thing I like to do is use these shapes to draw pictures. So maybe very simple, like a person, right? It could be kind of like a block person. So we can draw a circle for the head. We can draw a rectangle for the body, rectangles for the arms, rectangles for the feet, for the legs, maybe smaller circles for the eyes and the nose, and then that's kind of like a half a circle too, right? Maybe you want to get super creative and you can draw little squares for hair, right? Maybe this hair just stands right up. So if you decide to do some of these drawings, go ahead and take a picture of what you drew, and I'd love to see it. I'd love to see what kind of a drawing you created with some of these shapes. So I just used basic shapes like squares, circles, and rectangles. You can get super creative with the shapes that you decide to use here. Okay? All right, bye guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think and what you've done.